The dieting, sometimes as early as age 8, they're dieting, you know.
But because somebody says something, you're a little bit overweight.
Exactly, exactly.
And you would think a little one that age should not be even talking about being overweight.
Not even thinking about that, you know.
Where do you think these things come from? The group of kids they hang out with?
I think it's peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
A lot of the time it's peer pressure. It's what they see on television. It's the very, very strong promotion of the thin ideal in the media. You know, you walk in front of a magazine stand and every magazine says, you know, love the thin body or drop 10 pounds, you know.
10 pounds overnight.
Yes, exactly, lose 10 pounds overnight. So there's the emphasis on losing weight quick and fast, you know, so that you can be thin, you know, exactly, the thin ideal. And often, of course, not embracing a healthy lifestyle.
Exactly, because they can live off of mac and cheese as quick.
Exactly.
I was just talking to the ladies that I work with out at the prisons. The girls get a lot of macaroni and cheese.
Oh, that won't do them.
What choice do they have, though? You know, they got in there, and I try to make them understand, you didn't just get put in here for nothing. You know, you did something. And then they say, well, if I haven't grown up in it, what I grew up in, I wouldn't be here. But you've got to sit down and get acclimated and figure out.
Right.
I got hurt. I did this, I did that, but I can change.
What do you need to do to change your path?
What can you do to walk a different path?
Absolutely.
What can you do? Now, you say you're here in Bowie now.
Yes, my office is based in Bowie, and the programs that I offer are offered in Bowie and surrounding areas.
Okay. Tell me about the big event coming up in May.
Oh, thank you for asking about that. In May...
Hold up the shirt.
Well, in May, I'll be sponsoring the 3rd annual Every Girl Can Smart Image Conference and Expo.
Okay.
At Bowie State University. It'll be held in the Thurgood Marshall Library.
I know what that is.
Yes, and as I said, it's the 3rd year that we're doing this, and we're so happy to have Bowie State University to host us.
They're very good
supportive.
about that. They're very good. They're nice shirts.
Yes, thank you very much.
Do the girls are these free to the kids? You have to buy these?
Well, we are looking for a sponsor so that we can give the girls the shirt for free.
You should get a couple of sponsors.
Yes, definitely. And on the back it showcases the 5 important aspects of the program: enriching, elevating, encouraging, empowering, and inspiring girls.
Say that again, nice and loud.
Yes. Enrich, elevate, encourage, empower, and inspire, so that every girl can achieve and succeed.
That is very pretty.
So the conference is taking place on Saturday, May 8th at Bowie State University from 9 a.m. to 2:30, and it is a free conference for girls in 5th through 9th grades.
5th through 9th grade, okay.
Through 9th grades. And mothers, teachers, grandmothers, aunts, and any caregiver or provider is also welcome to attend. So this is an intergenerational event.
This is a free...
Yes, it's a free conference for the girls.
Now, is there going to be any food served or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. Well, certainly.
All right, we want to talk about that now.
Absolutely want to demonstrate healthy lifestyle. So we're going to start the day off with a nice breakfast.
Okay.
And in fact, we're going to start even before breakfast with an early morning mother-daughter walk and talk. For those who are brave enough to come out and start at 7:45 to walk around the ring road of the campus, a guided walk. We want to, you know, get started and get the energy up. So we will have that as our first activity, and then we'll have a series of workshops, you know, for the girls, interactive workshops dealing with image, etiquette, civility. There'll be a demonstration of food preparation, or Fit, Fresh, and Fabulous workshop, talking about how to prepare salads and wraps.
Oh, my salads is number one.
Yes.
Yeah, you can make good wraps too.
Yes, salads and wraps.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fresh vegetables.
Yes.
All those wraps are like that.
Absolutely. And posture, poise, and presence.
You're right.
Exactly. And then for the mothers, we have 2 panel discussions. One on cyberbullying and sexting, and the other on communication.
Now, what is sexting?
Sexting is that new unpleasant activity that some teens are engaging in, which involves sending pictures of themselves, often in without clothes, using it's called sexting. Yeah, using the cell phone. And it can create quite a bit of disturbance between the sender and the recipient, and often spreads beyond that. There have been cases of children being hurt. You know, there's been some suicides as a result of pictures that were sent via the...
Yes, my son was telling me about a young girl who
hung herself because she was so devastated by the fact that her boyfriend, she had sent him a picture and he passed it on. And unfortunately.
Unfortunately, she should never have done that, though.
She should not have done that.
No.
She should not have done that. One of the things we cover in our workshops on positive self-expression is think twice before you send a message that could, you know, create
harm. Or
send
pictures, because they go everywhere.
They go everywhere. Once you press the send button, I often tell my girls, once you press the send button, it no longer belongs to you.
Belongs to the world.
It belongs to the world.
It goes all over the world.
It belongs to the world. Exactly.
Okay, so we talk about the sexting. What else do we talk about right after that?
So those are the two panel discussions that we will have for the mothers. Sexting and cyberbullying, and talking with your teen. The title of that workshop is Mommy Doesn't Understand.
Mommy doesn't understand.
Right.
But you know, you can get a girl who doesn't want to talk to mommy.
This is true.
What do you do then?
You have to find ways to build rapport and to build communication. And of course, this is not something that is going to happen overnight.
No, it's not.
Right. So mothers need to sort of build that relationship from very early on by being present in the girl's life, you know, by taking part in the things that are important to her, by being involved in her activities, and just staying connected.
Okay, this is one of the questions that I get all the time, so I'm going to give it to you. A mom and I will be talking, the girl will be doing something she shouldn't. Say she spends 2 hours on the telephone at night, or maybe she's sexting like you said, but moms aren't home very much.
This is true.
And this one girl who is incarcerated, and she said, you know, Miss Brown, if my mom and I could have 5 minutes a day, I would be happy. 5 minutes.
This is so true.
You go through with divorced parents. The mom is a single mother with 2 or 3 children to take care of. And how is that mom going to spread that out? See, I've got to get this out because mom, right now, they're blaming themselves.
Right.
My daughter is sexting. My daughter is doing this. She's doing sex. She's maybe having HIV. She dresses like a little whore. This is
heard this. Oh,
this is what I get. This is it.
Absolutely.
And yet, what can I do? I can't be there. I'm divorced. Dad doesn't help.
Absolutely.
Dad doesn't even send child support.
Sometimes mom has to have 2 or 3 jobs.
Yes, she does. And if mom has a boyfriend, oh my God, you know, she's not supposed to have a life either.
I know. Well,
you can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe we could bring God down from heaven. Maybe God could do it. But we've got to get to the kids who are in this congregation, their own little congregation, not church, but they just prowl together. Now the floor is yours. I've had my speech.
I think that we have to think, just as you said earlier, that it takes an army. We have to think in terms of a community of support. It can't be necessarily just the mother and the daughter. It has to be a community of support. So you have to build community around relationships that are positive, that can provide the kinds of support. And as I said earlier, building those relationships from early on. So it's finding the kinds of places that can provide safe and positive support, or the person, you know, who can be there when you're not there, pairing up with another parent, connecting with an organization or some source that can provide positive reinforcement, kind of positive support for your teen girl. And staying connected, even if you are not at home. Well, the power of communication today is such that you can still stay connected, you know, with your child through the cell phone or even through text messages. Lots of parents, you know, will be texting with their children just to keep in touch and to find out what is going on in their lives. But also, when you do have that opportunity to have that one-on-one time with your child, make it meaningful.
Make it work.
Make it meaningful.
Yes, you have to.
Yes, make it meaningful.
But so many of the kids, though, they'll say to me, I don't want to talk to my mother. I'd rather be on the internet.
Yes.
How are you going to get something through to your mom and your mom get through to you if you're on a computer?
This is unfortunate, but I will say this. Many children will say things like this, but deep down they really want the connection.
They want the connection.
They want the connection.
And they don't know how to do it.
Yes, they don't know. And parents should not be deterred by this. They should still find ways to make that connection. You know,
you've got to keep pushing and
keep pushing. Exactly.
To open that door.
And try different avenues. You know, whether it's going shopping or just, you know, you come home, you brought a book, or ask something about what happened that day, you know, and connect in their world as well. Maybe it's something that's going on in the popular culture that, you know, you might find a connection with it. You might ask a question about an artist and they may say, oh, she knows about that artist. You know, just to build conversation and to build a rapport. And you have to work at it. It takes work.
It takes the teachers also to keep in touch with the parents.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they're in school more with them than they are at home with their parents.
And so parents also need to stay connected with the teachers.
Yes.
And again, because of our modern world, we can do that through, you know, all the various channels that we have. Send an email to the teacher saying, how is, you know, Janet doing? And you'll get a reply back. And then you can say to the child, you know, Mrs. Brown said you did excellent on that paper today. So she knows that you took the time, you know, to inquire. It shows that you care. You know, and you're concerned.
Yeah, and I think that, well, I know in high school you can't do it, but in elementary school you can get letters from your teacher and give them to your mom.